Tonight on Daft Cat Brewing, how do you shoot yours? Okay, so I've just got back from BrewCon, and once again I ended up videoing all the talks because there wasn't anyone else there doing it, and I hadn't intended to do it this time, so I didn't take any decent gear with me. So what I want to know is recommendations. You'll have to pardon me, I'm having to hand hold this camera, so it might be a little bit wonky. I'll explain why in a minute. But what I want is recommendations for some decent camera gear for recording talks. So please bear in mind it needs a decent optical zoom, preferably up to 10 times, because it's got to be able to record it from the back or the side of a room. It needs to be able to keep going for an hour at a time or more without needing new batteries, new cards, or starting and stopping. And it just generally needs to not cost the earth or weigh a ton. So anyway, back to the topic. How do you shoot yours? Well, what I normally do for my videos is the iPhone X there with a Rode microphone external on it, and that'll be on the big Velbon tripod there, which is just on the first extension at the moment because it's on the freezer. It would normally be on the floor and at full height. So yeah, optionally with the dead cat on it. But yeah, if you were at BrewCon, you might have seen that phone with that microphone recording a couple of the talks in the Brew Theatre. The rest of the time, you might have just seen that left on the back bar. Now that is my old iPhone 5C. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I had to be in the BJCP theatre to give a talk. I couldn't just stay in the Brew Talk theatre, so I couldn't just have a camera out there running. I had to have something that was put out the way. And I only took that to use as an audio recorder, so that I could dump it on the audio system in the main theatre and use it for recording the audio from the mics. But because no one was recording them, I actually ended up having to use it to record the talks. So that was the setup that did John Keeling, Pete Brown and Sophie Durand. So sorry to all three of you, your talks were brilliant. It was the quality of the equipment that makes them seem like they do, because that camera wasn't sensitive enough to pick up the slide content. I didn't expect it would be brilliant. I didn't expect to be using it to record talks. So there you go. The main talks were done using this one. That was Jager Wise and Jen, so the first and last talk. And in the BJCP theatre, I was using the Hero 4 Silver. Now, believe it or not, this was literally just dumped on the stand. It's a GoPro hold it, extend it stand. You can screw this out the bottom and it turns into tripod legs. And literally just that was dumped on a stool at the back of the room. And that took Melissa Cole's talk, my talk and Lee Emin's talk. Considering there was no external mic or anything on it, I think it did a great job. But yeah, what I'm after is recommendations. Yeah, sorry, that's a different lead to use with the GoPro and the Rode Micro. Because that one with the grey lead on the end is TRRS, so tip ring shield for use with 4-pin jacks. There's a USB adapter there to adapt it for a lightning port, because I used to use it on this iPhone 7 that I'm recording on, and the X there, which don't have headphone jacks. And that lead there is the normal TRS for it, which has a USB adapter to use it with the GoPro. So yeah, as I was saying, recommendations please, if you've got any. If you haven't, just let's see how you record yours. Cheers.